Okay, let's talk money. Does managing it all ever feel, overwhelming? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. In the next few minutes, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We'll give you the essential tools to take confident control of your finances and really start building the future you want.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big economic picture, then we'll zoom in on the power of credit, figure out what a credit score really is, bust some major myths, and then wrap it all up with a clear action plan you can literally start using today.
All right, first up, let's get our bearings on the financial world we're all living in. Understanding the landscape is absolutely key to making smart money moves.
So let's just start with this number from Experian. Whoa, over $100,000. That's the average debt for a consumer in the US, and we're talking about the whole shebang. Mortgages, car loans, credit cards. In an environment like this, understanding your finances isn't just a nice to have, it's critical.
And it's not just the debt we're up against, there's inflation. This quote basically tells us that prices are probably going to keep on rising, and what does that mean for you? It means your money just doesn't stretch as far, putting a real squeeze on your budget every time you hit the grocery store or fill up your tank.
So, when you're caught between high debt and rising prices, what's the answer? Well, it's this: financial literacy. And this isn't some boring buzzword. It's the real, practical skill of managing your money effectively. It's all about making your money work for you instead of the other way around.
I just love this analogy. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't set off on a huge road trip without a map or a GPS, right? Of course not. Your financial life is the exact same kind of journey. A good plan gives you direction and, honestly, the confidence to handle whatever life throws at you.
Okay, so if financial planning is our GPS, then one of the most powerful tools for that journey is your credit. It can literally open doors for you or slam them shut, so it's super important to understand how it all works. We all use these cards every single day, but they are fundamentally different beasts. A debit card? Simple. It just uses the money you already have in the bank. But a credit card? Well, that's a tool for borrowing. And here's the magic trick. When you borrow and you pay it back responsibly, you're actually building your credit score, your financial reputation. This financial report card idea? It's perfect. Lenders, landlords, sometimes even employers, they use this score to get a super quick read on how trustworthy you are with money. And a good score isn't just about bragging rights. It can save you thousands, literally thousands of dollars in interest over your lifetime.
But what really goes into this all-important grade? It's not some big secret. It's actually just a formula, and it's based entirely on your financial habits. So here it is, the breakdown of a FICO score, which is the one most lenders look at. Just look at how much of that pie is dominated by just two things: your payment history and how much you owe. That's 65% of your entire score right there. Everything else is kind of secondary.
So here's the bottom line. If you're going to focus on just one thing to build good credit, make it this: paying your bills on time every single time. It is by far the biggest piece of the puzzle. It has the biggest impact on your score, period.
All right, let's be real. There is a ton of bad advice out there when it comes to credit. So let's take a minute and bust some of the most common and honestly, some of the most costly myths.
This one sounds like it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, fewer cards equals less risk, right? But is that really how the scoring models see it?
Nope, it's actually the total opposite. Closing an old card can ding you in two ways. First, it shortens the average age of your credit history. And second, it can increase your credit utilization ratio. That's just a fancy way of saying the percentage of available credit you're using. Lenders like that to be low, so it's almost always better to keep those old, well-managed accounts open.
Oh, this is a big one. So many people are afraid to even look at their own report card because they think just peeking at it will make their score drop. And that's just plain not true. When you check your own score, it's what they call a soft inquiry. It has zero impact. It's only when a lender pulls your credit for an application, that's a hard inquiry, that your score might dip a tiny bit. So please, go ahead, check your score as often as you want.
Okay, so now that we know how it all works, and more importantly, what not to do, let's talk about what you should be doing. Here is your action plan for building a really strong financial future, starting right now.
If you're basically building credit from the ground up, this is your roadmap. You can get a starter or a secured card, maybe become an authorized user on a family member's account, and no matter what, always remember the two golden rules: pay on time and keep those balances low.
And for just getting your whole financial house in order, these steps are universal. It always starts with a simple budget. Seriously, Once you see where your money's going, you can make a powerful plan to crush that debt, beef up your savings, and get your investments working for you.
At the end of the day, mastering your money isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about understanding the rules of the game and then just taking small, consistent actions. By using these tools, from budgeting to building credit, you are the one writing your own financial story. You're holding the pen.